Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today we continue to build decks led by the new legendary creatures from the Marvel set. Leading today's deck is the smallest Avenger, the Astonishing Ant-Man. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. The Astonishing Ant-Man is a 2-mana 1/1 legendary human scientist hero. Whenever we draw a card, we put a +1/+1 counter on the Astonishing Ant-Man. Additionally, we may pay 3 mana, tap him, and remove any number of +1/+1 counters from him. If we do, we create that many 1/1 green insect creature tokens. Okay, so we're a Simic deck that wants to draw cards. Sounds like a fun deck. In fact, why don't we make that our primary win condition? Also, we've had a lot of budget Bracket 2 decks recently, so why don't we make something more expensive? And Bracket 3. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, BCW. BCW has been making high-quality, cost-effective products for both collectors and retailers for over 40 years. If you want to store, display, or sort your cards, check them out. I've been using their inner sleeves for years now and have never had an issue. Be sure to click the link down below and use code DANON10 for a 10% discount on your order. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Starting off our land base, we're running Command Tower and Exotic Orchard, 2 lands that can go in just about any multicolored deck regardless of budget. For fetch lands, we're running Misty Rainforest, Windswept Heath, Polluted Delta, Wooded Foothills, and Flooded Strand. As a quick reminder, fetch lands have no color identity. For fetchable lands, we're running Breeding Pool, Hedge Maze, Turbulent Wilderness, Rimewood Falls, Tangled Islet, Sodden Verdure, and Rain-Slicked Copse. Next up, for untyped dual-colored lands, we've got Rejuvenating Springs, Dreamroot Cascade, Hinterland Harbor, Willow Rush Verge, Flooded Grove, Yavimaya Coast, Bark Channel Pathway, Vine Glimmer Snarl, and Simic Growth Chamber. For utility lands, we've got Scavenger Grounds. Finally, we're running 8 forests and 6 islands. A nice straightforward mana base. Starting off our mana ramp package, we've got Midnight Clock and Soul Ring. Yes, there are many mana rocks that also draw us cards, but none as many as Midnight Clock. At least not all at the same time. For land ramp, we've got 3 visits, Rampant Growth, Farseek, Nature's Lore, Cultivate, and Kodama's Reach. We've also got an extra lands per turn package in Azusa Lost but Seeking, Dryad of the Elysian Grove, Burgeoning, and Exploration. Supporting that plan, we've also got Crucible of Worlds, Conduit of Worlds, and Ramming Up Excavator to help play lands from our graveyard. And serving both purposes, we've got Icetill Explorer. I love having the ability to play extra lands per turn, but to use that to its fullest potential, we need to draw a lot of cards every turn. With Azusa letting us play 2 extra lands per turn, we should need to draw 7 or 8 cards a turn to ensure that we can play 3 lands every turn. But that's just mathematical averages. Nothing's guaranteed when the deck is properly randomized. But when you include fetch lands and the ability to play lands from the graveyard, you have an engine that churns through your deck, allowing you to play tons of lands every turn. Our card advantage package consists of Rhystic Study, Windfall, Return of the Wild Speaker, Rishkar's Expertise, Echo of Eons, Kindred Discovery, Fairy Mastermind, Teferi's Ageless Insight, Distant Melody, Consecrated Sphinx, Toothy Imaginary Friend, Seagate Restoration, Skull Clamp, Prof's Eidetic Memory, Harmonized Trio, Terra Symbiosis, Frantic Search, Growth Spiral, Explore, and Pim Particles. A good mix of thematic ramp, cantrips, and ways to draw an absurd amount of cards. For interaction and spot removal, we're running Arcane Denial, Veil of Summer, Counterspell, Negate, Naturalize, Return to Nature, Beast Within, Heroic Intervention, Commit Memory, Repulsive Mutation, and Wash Away. Mostly counter magic, which is to be expected. We are a Simic deck after all. Our board wipes consist of Cyclonic Rift, Aetherize, and Washout. Gotta love keeping our opponents in line. The core of our deck consists of Laboratory Maniac, Jace Wielder of Mysteries, Forgotten Ancient, and Simic Ascendancy. Lots of ways to help close out the game. Supporting our plan, we've also got Doubling Season, Adrix and Nev Twincasters, Pure Imaginative Rascal, Branching Evolution, Growth Curve, Swiftfoot Boots, and Lightning Greaves. Wanted some extra ways to protect our commander after all. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 55 mana sources split between 38 lands, 16 pieces of ramp, and 1 MDFC. High, I know, but we want to cast a lot of spells, so it's fine. 20 pieces of card advantage. Again, high, but it's kind of the theme of our deck, so it's fine. 11 pieces of interaction, 3 board wipes, 3 pieces of graveyard hate in Scavenger Grounds, Echo of Eons, and Commit Memory, several Sudden I Win cards. I didn't want to include Thoracle as a win con, but we do have both Labman and Jace, which I fully admit aren't as good, but they also don't generate as much hate. We've also got Simic Ascendancy, which can easily win the game on its own in this deck. Though, if I'm honest, I'm hoping to cast Windfall with both Doubling Season and Teferi's Ageless Insight on board, because that seems hilarious to me. But regardless of our shenanigans, the point of this deck is to draw a bunch of cards, make a bunch of tokens, and win the game. Or we just draw a ton of cards, make our commander huge, and win the game that way. Both are canonical, so long as we're not facing a Spider-Man who has seen a lot of really old movies. Are you building the Astonishing Ant-Man? What are your plans for the deck? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor, Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alix, Robert, Pi, Kazaris, Patrick, Boomy, Osira, Justin, Sleech, Luke, Mr. Salty, Daniel, Bryan, and Enra Waka, Telethia, and Azander. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.